Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have been in Arboretum 2 weeks ago and we collected with Victor some awesome leaves. And we are gonna, like for example, this is the maple and this is little birch, and we are looking for gorgeous leaves so I can start to draw. And this is it. This is the one. And we are gonna draw today, and I shall give Victor the voice and why we are doing this and what's gonna happen today.
We have been fascinated by Celtic Druids' studies of nature, and based on centuries-old knowledge, they conclude trees are just like people. And today we are introducing to you a tree named Hornbeam Ironwood. Ironwood is because it's so strong. It's a fantastic. The toughness of the wood is compared to iron is actually tougher than aluminum, which is quite an amazing thing. It's used for tool handles, levers, and slate runners. So if you see Mr. Saint Nick traveling,
oh yes,
his sleigh runners would be made out of hornbeam, ironwood. And if you were born between the 2nd and 13th of December, or...
Excuse me, why would... What is the reason? How we find out about this? Maybe you can tell us kindly. It's not our belief, but...
Celtic Druids believed, right,
yes.
Right. They lived in the forest and they studied nature, and there is a lot of storytelling left which indicates incredible knowledge. And we love trees, and we want you to become a student of trees. Get familiar with the ones who are next to you and learn more about it, and every time you go to the woods, try to pick a tree and so you can recognize it. And today it's easy to find information, and we want you to, through our drawing stories, have a visual representation of the love of trees which we have. And as I mentioned before, if you were born between 2 and the 13th of December, or 4th and 13th of June, Celtic Druids believed you are just like an ironwood.
If you can kindly let me just take a few seconds, maybe not few seconds, few minutes, to tell you what it is all about, is right here, complementary purple. I'm gonna try to save paper, so I'm gonna put this underneath to draw that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I have drawn here for you, sketched for you, is the nutlet of cluster, right? That's how we
Cluster,
can...
yeah.
Cluster. Nutlet of papery husk here, right here, which are just so gentle. It is so phenomenal that such a hard wood can have such a beautiful this or that or that or this way. And the leaves, how you can see, are sharp, pointed, finely here, finely tiny right here,
serrated. It's a small bushy tree with long, slender, more or less zigzag branches.
Okay, and we are gonna maybe go to the presentation of where you can find hornbeam. All of those papers are a little dirty, but we are gonna use them as a base for our drawing. So the whole point is that, believe it or not, they are found in many places, and they are actually, yes please.
They also called water beech because it frequently grows near the water.
And they are how tall? They are about 30 feet only?
No, they grow from 10 to 30 feet, right? So they're not.
And the most important thing is, for me at least, that they have like a zigzag shape of trunks. So if we are here, right here, and zigzag means crumble.
Right, some even this mysterious tree with slightly pendulous branches with bark, some compared to the wrist with hand clenched.
Yes.
So the sinews protrude, surprising many. Strong, powerful, you are the king of deep woodlands.
Woodlands. This is one. But
well known for its hardwood.
But can I disturb you, Vittorio, because everybody knows that actually the trees are in the woodlands, correct? But here we are gonna put on the black representation, so we know for sure this is one piece. Those are living in the
deep woodlands.
Deep woodlands, correct? By the, like Victor said, some of them
by
the
waters.
But here we are. But my purpose, the purpose of mine today, this is one, this is two, is to tell you, my heart is in Arizona, and I brought you something you would not believe. We have been, first time when we visited Arizona and we went to Grand Canyon, this is how I painted this very, very long time. So I decided, instead of taking your time today, I'm gonna plant this tree
as usual. You are moved by the spirit of the tree.
Thank you.
And we trying to, we call those drawing stories, but now we are starting to see maybe it's drawing of nature.
Let us know which
relaxing show.
Here it is. For example, if we would plant this tree right here.
Absolutely. Now you see the.
Can I? Am I this? Am
No,
I,
no. You are.
am
You
I
can be a
in the
little.
middle
You
of
can
the-
be a little tall, higher,
higher.
higher. The other way. This
Taller
way.
would
But
not do.
no. This is perfect. It's not. Unfortunately, the camera cannot rise, but I would say almost 85% of the draw the
Okay.
pic,
And we have another color.
the
This
painting
the
is
color.
there. But it's a fantastic
This is-
representation of that hand clenched
Can you
concept.
imagine?
Yes. So that's what our main idea is, to have you recognize certain trees, because as soon as you do that, you go revisit our spruce program from yesterday, and there is a perfect example, the difference between spruce and a pine.
Yeah,
And-
many people
and
know
it-
they're just evergreens. No.
And as soon as you see you see the difference, you'll always remember that that's what the visual learning, the visual recognition is our humble goal to portray here. Because if you know something, if you know things about, then this becomes, you take the knowledge as yours and you share with people, and also you grow yourself, because you
You're
naturally.
wiser, and you know many things. Like, for example, today I just find out, Victor said this is the most beautiful part of the hornbeam ironwood, that it keeps his
However, it is a
leaves.
deciduous tree, but the leaves that are so tough.
Guess for
and
what
then,
reason?
and
Guess for what
dense,
reason?
and
How
the-
awesome is
and
this?
the birds
Because the birds can
through
have,
the winter can hide there and nest. So if you're thinking about planting some trees, if you have a property with a backyard and you want to have a little habitat for the birds,
the desert even.
it's
Here, right here, can you see the? Maybe this is right here. Not. Forgive me for talking, but
no, that's what life
okay.
encounter.
So here it is, the hornbeam, ironwood, which has actually in Austria, name Austria. It is Greek for tree with hardwood, Austria, and this is, I think it is spectacular tree, because it has green leaves. Let's put the green leaves here. Just for the birds. It keeps
very, very effective. The concept of a hand. I mean, I can even put my hand in front of the camera. It's absolutely there.
yeah, forgive me for shortcuts, but it would
No,
take me
no,
a
you
little
have-
longer than 10 minutes
if you
to paint
go,
this with oil.
no, I actually, it is. If you, I think we are actually trying to address teachers who have a
Really?
challenge how to dazzle the young viewer.
Are we in Arizona, in Grand Canyon, or any place?
We are.
We are. So I can disassemble. Can I
Disassemble.
Disassemble?
This is very
Okay.
nice.
And now I leave Victor to tell you about how wonderful is, how great is the person who was born.
Right. So along the traits of the tree, we like to protrude the traits of the tree on people, and suddenly,
Okay, we try.
well known for its hardwood, you always proceed with great force, but in your hearts the arts are your secret passion.
So how this person would look like if it would be a druid? born in the beginning of December. Am I correct with
Absolutely,
my dates?
yes.
Because I really have a lot
2nd
of
and 11th of December. And over the
friends.
years, we found this Druid knowledge about 30 years ago, and we such dear concept to our heart, and
It was not easy to go. 30 years ago, it was no even translation. I remember it was one in library, and we found this. It was from German, and it took us some time
lived
to
we speak, I don't know, I would say we speak few languages, not very well, but I mean we speak enough to get some information out of it, and then you can research in different languages also, and there is information over the long time, and then you can put together some kind of a better idea of a subject.
Am I straight?
No, right. Okay. So now, as usual, Yaja is moved by the tree spirit.
I hope.
And the Druid will
appear,
and
he is the Ironwood, so it is tough, beautiful person. Has high cheekbones.
Like your tree, you adjust well to all different conditions, but not without some doubts and compromises. It is difficult for you to trust others. You always search and judge before making your final decision. And I would really like the people who are born under those days to kind of, those descriptions we found over the years, the people we met are quite right on. So it is we translated from few languages all kinds of material, or other people try to describe it and write it, and we piece together the best we can. We don't like to call it a tree horoscope, because horoscopes are more of a made up thing, where here the traits of a person have something to do with the trait of the tree, which seems much more real and actually it seems natural, so it doesn't have to be
white. Where is white? Here we are.
But once you do, you proceed with greatest force. You have common sense and great self-discipline.
So this is about traits of the
tree, exactly. So it's just the traits of the tree, but they are translated into a person, because something special, the part which is we found to be repeated by many cultures, is that during that time when the person belongs between the 4th and 13th of June, or 2nd and 11th of December, there is this particular growth, or there's a particular things which happen to that tree. That's why the tree lets you know that this is their special time. And it's very fitting that such a hard wood is during the, deep.
This is like very interesting.
Right.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but in our experience, those people who were born at this time, what Victor is mentioning, they are very, 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 very tough. But in the same time, when it comes to the judgment or to friendship or to understanding others, they are supremely gentle, unbelievably
And
enthusiastic to help. And this is just like
and arts are your heart.
like, for example, the saving the birds.
Exactly.
The iron is.
Exactly.
Think about this.
Exactly.
Ironwood is saving, is keeping his leaves to protect the birds.
The smallest. I know.
And the same, that's what it is. In this, we found that those people are just like really, really great protectors and friends and white. Always are. Victor was right. I should purchase much more white. What I am doing actually, not listening to him always.
Wow, we have this on tape, so I don't know how. No, the longer we are together, the more we like each other, and it's been quite a while, so.
Okay, now we're gonna go with hard colors.
We dispute the concept that
Brown.
couples shouldn't not work
Brown.
together. The opposite is only through doing projects together even if you can do it for commercial reasons, and then that's actually even stronger bond, because then there is a very measurable reward, and then you know that it was because of your own both doing.
And if it is strong person, gentle background, but strong person.
From the many ways you could choose to reach your
This
goals.
is after all the Druid. So let's give him some kind of reason to be a Druid under the hood, right here.
Under the hood, yes.
Hood.
Oh, it is, but I
Black.
like the expression
Here
under
it
the
is,
hood.
more white. I knew I had white. It's not that I'm taking this back, Victor. I still will listen. No, I still would listen.
But you consider only pure white.
Okay.
See,
And now white
There was a-
parts.
short-lived
Victory.
victory.
No.
It's okay.
I always have to listen because
Yeah,
you always have that. Right.
No,
is
we both
right.
listen. That's the cool part. We both listen.
Our store, since we are living far away from the city, the store is far away, and this creates the problem because every time you have to supply yourself with lots of pieces which are necessary to create some.
And I know, and the art stores are actually in our lifetime. There's only
Declining.
Completely. There are college art stores, but they are not very well stocked.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is.
And it's hard to
one.
buy artistic supplies
White.
online because you really would.
You have to touch it.
You have to touch it, yeah, and you have to
see
try
the
them on a
true
piece
color.
of paper, yeah. It's
Light. Right here. Every time I do this, it causes the cloud of dust on Victor's across the.
but that's good.
on
It's
the
I call it the
computer.
pixie dust. It's all good. It's all good. From the many ways you could choose to reach your goals, you select the most straightforward, honest, and simple. Perhaps by now, you are the greatest judge or educator, but in your heart, the arts are your secret passion, and you, as no one, are inspired by beauty.
I have to tell you a very funny thing. First time, my dear friend, we came back to see her, and she was already very well established doctor, and we said, so how is this fantastic job of this is helping people solve the problems, is just great. How are you doing? How is everything doing? And she goes, first thing, instead of telling us how is she doing, she goes like, you know what, I really have terrific office. I opened the private practice, but I need decorations. So we spend like enormous amount of hours of planning how
Your secret passion are arts.
So Ironwood, this is for you, my dear, who loved and still loves, absolutely. She loves the good pieces of art on her walls for her patients.
And dealing with everybody should. I don't think everybody is artistic. This is almost. It's a relaxing concept, because you are doing something, and there's so many forms of art everybody can find. I mean, you can be a photographer of trees. I don't know how. I mean, today anybody can. I mean, everybody has a fantastic camera in their pocket. But what makes you an artist is that you will
see it.
You will see it, and then you will take unlimited amount of pictures, and you will examine them. You will examine them, and you will take more pictures, and you would keep thinking about it, and then you will simply, if you just do that, you will become very good at it. So there is no magic. It's like you are seeing my dear wife draw in front of you, and people say, oh, it's some kind of a gift or something like that. It's simply a lifetime from trying.
Lifetime of trying.
Yeah, trying.
And never giving up.
And continuous also, not giving up, and continuous. And that's all it takes. And that's why if there are young parents who are watching this, and we hope there is many, then please, instead of getting some expensive toys, which will
give a child
good, decent art supplies.
One little piece. And for example, Johnny, draw the line. 1, 2, straight line. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a game. Make everything is a game. So how many circles can you draw?
Yes.
And this first one might be like this, right? But the last one will be just perfect. And every day grows.
Right. And that's it. That's the secret. And if it's done with a correct, piece of chalk, a good brush, even a good marker, which doesn't dry out after 2 days, then it on a good paper, which doesn't bleed, it's so thin that the ink simply rips it apart. and you'll be shocked.
The results.
The results
are
and the
quick.
children and the drawing is such a natural.
And the joy of somebody, your child especially, or you yourself, the joy of accomplished mission is.
And
one
then they can do this. The beauty of it is they have another option to spend the time. And it's a constant process of learning.
I lost the ear.
As you can see, this is all finger painting, so it's very.
And let's see, let's examine the eye. Is the correct? Actually, it is. The eye should be right here. I'm talking and I never talk so much when I draw, so it is a new one for me.
Perfect. This is just okay. See, that's it. This is this one. I mean, this one thing, and it's
Still not perfect. But in 1-2 hours it would be absolutely phenomenal if now black
and you using those are called pastel sticks,
cell sticks.
right?
Approximately. Let's make him more Ironwood. Let's make a beautiful sun right here.
I know it's
Has to have a reason why he is so in such a
no,
way.
but this is a winter months. There is there's definitely a snow type of
yellow,
glare.
yellow. Maybe green a tiny.
So we are talking about a hornbeam. Another name is ironwood. Ironwood is a common name to many super hard woods.
Remember the super great name, Ostria, which
Stria.
means in Greek, tree of hard
Wood. Tool handles are made out of it, so now we're going to that presentation part. That artwork needs to be finished and presented, so you don't stop till it's a finished piece, because it has its own value, and you're not selling yourself short or the viewer short.
And the tip is just look at this for a long time.
So force
Go
yourself
for-
to finish it.
yeah.
Don't let it. Oh, tomorrow. No, I mean you can add
Just a
things
little.
tomorrow, but
Just a little.
don't do enough. So it's
This will give you more cheekbone right here.
and that's why art.
White.
It's almost like it's one of the biggest challenges
Never can be finished.
for an artist. And actually people who like the hardest challenges want to become artists, because as we know you can always improve, and not too many things are like that, that there is a, you know, you can just continuously improve.
Always is like, that's why I have long sleeve black shirts, so I can always clean this or not.
No, it's okay. The camera gives you a little bit forgiveness.
Maybe one little tiny bitsy piece. I found this right here. And if you would start to draw with pastels or chalk, you have, it's not like it is forever. You can always come over after great lunch.
Yeah, and that smudging is absolutely
walk
fantastic.
in the forest, and you can always make little things or bigger
So
things.
there's like drawing, and then there's almost like a painting part.
Yeah.
So there's two in one.
With oils.
And the colors are fantastic. The camera does a good job of showing it, but I'm looking actually on a live. I mean, I'm looking at the original, and it's so much more vibrant, vivid. It's maybe I can get closer.
It's very difficult to say goodbye if it is not perfect. It is so tough to say goodbye to something which you know that it could be actually much better, because you can see this in your head. Oh, much better. But it costs, nothing is free. One, and right here, we don't want to leave any smudges. Borrow this here. Nothing is free, remember. No matter what you think. Oh yes, this is much better. He's of course a little exaggerated if it comes to his vision, but that's what it is. The druids had vision, so he is iron, wood, druid, who happened to be born in
between 4 and 13th of June,
or
2nd and 11th of December.
Right. We wish you a terrific day.
And go to the forest.
Or to the park.
Have a great day.
And see some.
See, that's it. It's a perfect touch. Perfect touch. Fantastic. Thank you very much. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.